back to my channel. It is so good to have you all here. If you are visiting for the first time, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad you stopped by. If you are returning, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Today, we are going to be thrift flipping a piece of furniture that was gifted to me by a dear friend. It's actually an outdoor patio set or a picnic set. It's a table with 4 chairs. I do believe it's made of teak wood, so I hope it is anyway, because it'll be a lot easier to restore if it is. So that's what we're going to get up to today. We're going to go hang out outside in the backyard and do some thrift flipping and see if we can revive this piece of furniture. So with that said, let's head on outside and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, so we are out in the backyard. It is a little bit windy out here, but there's big white fluffy clouds in the sky, so hopefully they don't turn into rain clouds on me, because I really would like to work on this project outside. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the piece of furniture that we are going to work on today and see if we can't get this thing looking a little bit prettier than it currently is. All right, y'all, so after getting a closer look at this table, I'm not sure. This could end up being a lost cause, but I'm not ready to give up on it just yet. We are going to do some sanding on it and just kind of see what it's going to look like after it's been sanded a little bit. But there are some broken pieces on the top of the table, and the legs have quite a few broken pieces on them. So after Michael and I talked, we did decide we can probably put some new legs on this if we can get the top looking good. So let's go work on sanding the top of this and just kind of see where we can go from there. The chairs actually look like they're in pretty good shape. So if anything, I might be able to salvage the chairs. We'll see after they get sanded what they look like as well. This is going to be a little bit more work than I think I anticipated, but I think all DIY projects end up being like that anyway, right? Okay, y'all, so I have sanded half of this table, and first of all, I don't think it's teak. If it is teak, it's very old, but I don't think that it is. And secondly, I'm just not so sure that this tabletop is going to be salvageable. And so I stopped sanding because I got halfway through and I kind of started saying, why am I doing this? Because I'm just not so sure that we can salvage this tabletop. However, like I said before, the chairs are all in really, really, really good shape. So I think I have a plan B. I think I'm going to work on sanding the chairs down, getting the chairs all nice and refinished and get them resealed. And then I think instead of having the table out here, I might run this idea by Michael. You know, I always get these ideas and just want to run with them before I talk to Michael. But I think what I might want to do is just go ahead and build a fire pit area, because usually what we do is when we want to have a backyard fire, we move this table and just set the chairs all around the fire pit. So I think I might just go ahead and turn this little spot into a designated fire pit area rather than trying to salvage this table, because as sad as it is, I just don't think I can salvage it. It's falling apart in more places than I originally thought. So we're going to move on to plan B. I'm going to start working on these chairs next. Okay, y'all, so I've got one chair fully sanded, well, almost fully sanded. There's just a little tiny bit left to go on it. I have to go in between the little slats on the chair seat and with a fine sander to just get in between there. But then that chair will be fully sanded with 60 grit, and then I'm going to go back over it again with some 120 and 320 to just get it really, really smooth. So we have 1 down and 3 to go. Alrighty guys, so I got all the chairs sanded. They don't look perfect. I probably could have done a little bit better job. That was quite the chore, and I am covered in sawdust, feeling a little bit yucky right now, a little grimy. But there was some areas on the chairs, just, down inside those small little grooves where I didn't get them completely sanded, down to the natural wood, but I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna like them. They're looking a little shabby chic right now, and I'm not sure what they're gonna look like sealed, but I think they're gonna be okay. I think they're going to serve the purpose that I want to use them for anyway. So I think they're gonna be all right. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for today, and we will pick up tomorrow with sealing all the chairs, finishing that off, and then possibly starting our designated grill area. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hello everyone, I am back. What a morning it has been. So last night Michael got home and we talked and planned out this whole designated fire pit area. We decided to go ahead and go through with it. So I spent this morning running all around getting some pavers and a big load of rock. And so now we are going to head down into the backyard and start digging a little bit, because we've kind of got to dig, a small little trench all the way around for the pavers, and then to add in all of our rock for the actual fire pit and the chairs. So that is what we are going to spend the rest of this day doing. It's going to be a little bit of work. I don't know if I'm really looking forward to it, but I think I'm going to really love the results. To prepare our area for this designated fire pit section, we first had to decide where in the yard we wanted it to be located. So we did that first. We mapped all of that out, and we do have a little bit of a slope in our yard. So we tried to choose the flattest spot in the yard that we possibly could. However, there was still some areas that were slopey. So we dug out all of the grass and then came in and tried to level some of those lower spots out with just some fill dirt. Then we laid in the landscaping paper for weed control. Then I bordered the entire thing with our pavers, and then we came in with all of the rock, filled the whole thing with the rock, raked it out, and got it smooth. So that is where we have landed. Now the fun part gets to happen. I am going to go in to the shop and finish up our chairs. We need to finish getting them sealed, and then we can come out and we can just kind of put everything together in this fire pit area, and then we will just have a fire and make a s'more. I think this is going to be so much fun. I'm loving this project so far. Okay, y'all, so I'm out in the shop and I went ahead and sealed one of the chairs off camera, mostly because I just got really excited to get it sealed. I was dying to see what these were going to look like sealed. So here's what I'm thinking. The chair that you see here on the left is the unsealed chair, and the one on the right is the one that I sealed. And y'all, I really love the look of the unsealed chair because I love that whole beachy, whitewashed, or just beach washed look. However, I have to seal them because they are going to be, for outdoor use. So if I was creating these or working on these for an indoor project, I would have just used some wax, because then it would have kept that whitewashed look. So, but because, like I said, they're going to be for outdoor use, I had to seal them with something a little bit stronger than just the wax. So I'm using poly, an outdoor poly for them. And I am brushing it on because it's really windy outside right now, so it would have just been a disaster to try and use the sprayer to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and brush this on, and I'm gonna finish up the rest of these chairs, and we'll see what they look like. So far, I mean, I really like that whitewashed look, but the one that has been sealed is really beautiful too. It's really bringing out that wood, and I'm still not sure if it's teak yet. Michael wasn't really sure yet. Michael wasn't really sure either what type of wood this is, but now that it's been sealed and some of that color is coming through, I'm starting to lean more towards the fact that yes, this is teak. So, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, I won't ramble anymore. Let's go finish sealing some chairs. Alrighty, y'all, the chairs are completely sealed now, and I'm really liking how they turned out. At first, I was a little unsure because I really kind of like that beachy washed color, but now that I've got them completely sealed, I really like the warmth of the natural wood. They came together, they look really well. So I put that first coat of poly on, and then you know how that first coat will usually raise the grain in the wood. So I came in with some 320 grit sandpaper, gave them all a fine sanding, and then put a second and third coat of poly on the chairs. Now they are dry and they are ready to take down to the fire pit. I can hardly wait to get everything down there and get this whole thing put together. Okay, y'all, so the fire pit is in and I am so excited. I can hardly wait to get to styling this entire area. I think we are going to enjoy this so much. This is going to be an area that will be fun for us because we love backyard barbecues, or we love backyard barbecues, but we also love to do backyard fires, and our grandkids are coming in a couple of weeks, and they really enjoy sitting outside and roasting marshmallows with a fire. So I think this area is going to be something we will definitely get a ton of use out of and a ton of enjoyment as well. Okay, so I think I have got this fire pit super close to finished. I've arranged the furniture, kind of set it out in the configuration that I think I'm going to like it. And then I set out these pavers because I was kind of thinking that might be a fun natural entranceway into the fire pit. So after looking at it for a little while, I think I really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and go bury those right now so that they're flush with, everything else, because it looks kind of silly just having them stand up. And then over in the other corner, over here next to the boxwood, I think I'm going to add our umbrella to that area. It won't really provide a lot of shade for the whole entire area, but it will for a couple of the chairs. So if we're just sitting out here on a Sunday afternoon barbecuing or something, we'll have a little bit of shade. So I still have to go get an umbrella stand for that. And I would love to make one. I would love to do one of those DIY umbrella stands, but I just don't think we have time to do it for this video. But we'll think about that for something coming up super soon. So that's what we've got going right now. It won't be long and I will have this whole thing completely finished. All right, y'all, the fire pit area is finished and I absolutely love it. This was a bit of a labor-intensive project, but I think it was well worth it. Absolutely well worth it. So I feel like we now have our entire backyard ready for all of our summer activities. Alrighty, friends, that is going to wrap up today's episode. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I think it was a super fun project. Yes, it was a little labor intensive, and Michael might not agree that it was fun, but the results are wonderful. I know we are going to just really enjoy our outdoor space this summer. It's pretty much complete now. I mean, I know I can always think of more things to add to the outdoor space, but for now, I think we're going to call it good. I know some of y'all are missing some of our craft episodes, so don't worry, I do have some fun ones coming up. We're going to do some patriotic themed things. I've also got a summer decorate with me for the inside, and a trash to treasure video, which I'm actually really excited about. So that's what we have coming up on the agenda. I hope you guys will keep joining me each week because I love having you here. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Until then, y'all take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.